Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are going to play some Total Warhammer. New DLC came out today, Grim and the Grave, that includes quite a lot of content for Empire and Vampire Counts faction. So we're going to play one of them, and that one is going to be Vampire Counts, of course. Well, you already know that from the title of the video, but let me explain why. First of all, I like them more, they are more interesting, but the real reason is the fact that they actually got two instead of one legendary lords. They got Hermann Ghost, that is a part of the DLC, and Vlad von Carstein, a vampire lord that can actually dress properly and looks really nice. You know, his armor isn't silly. So you get that one for free, basically, if you want the game, or if you will ever get the game, you will get him. And both lords are quite interesting. Starting with Hermann, really nice abilities here with casualty replenishment rate plus 20% across the board for your faction, which is utterly amazing. And also very impressive poison damage for all the units in your army, lowering that attack and damage of enemies that are being poisoned. Very, very powerful stuff, especially when it affects everyone in your army. He also starts with one of the new regiments of renown. This is a renowned direwolves pack called Dire Pack. Very good branding there. They're basically more powerful, as in with better stat regiments, versions of such units, usually with some additional abilities. Here you see they have additional bonus versus large damage, which is actually quite big with 14 there. And he also starts with Corpse Scout, one of the new units. Vlad, on the other hand, has pretty generic plus 5% movement range, but has Vanguard deployment for all the units in his army, which is quite interesting since vampires don't have ranged units. They really like to start closer, and that pretty much cuts distance between your army and the enemies by half, which is pretty nice. Also starts with a unit of Vargeists and Blood Knights, pretty much the most powerful cavalry in the game, I'd say. On par with Demigryph Knights, but well, Demigryph Knights can't be resurrected, can they? I like those ones better. And we are going to go with Vlad. The main reason being that you can hire all the other legendary lords of your faction later during your campaign, and but you need to meet some requirements. And requirements for Vlad are such that you probably wouldn't be able to hire him for first 80-100 turns, and Hermann 10, 20. So since I want to check them both out, we are going to play as Vlad and then hire ourselves Hermann. We are of course playing on legendary difficulty, which is there showing what exactly that does? It's mostly enemies have much higher leadership. Your provinces have some problem with public order, and you cannot pause. You have no active pause during the battle, and some other things. It's just a bit harder. Oh, and diplomacy is kinda turned off, really, especially for vampires, so we can't really bother with trade or anything.
Is eternal.
Eternal. And never changes, as some may say. I heard that somewhere.
As inevitable as the grave.
Very inevitable. Alright, I'll shut up. This is kind of boring.
The rotting corpse within.
Kind of boring cutscene, I'd say.
Worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
Alright, on legendary difficulty, however, we are starting after that battle for Castle Dragonhof, since this is a tutorial, and you know, you are not playing tutorials on legendary, they are turned off.
Dragonhof is returned to you, Vlad, first of the von Carstein line. Yet despite your ancient and revered power, there are those who would see you undone and your bloodline erased. The Temple half-brood control the lands to the north as far as the River Ster. They defy your hegemony as the first and greatest of the vampire counts. Raise the undead hosts, take their lands, and burn their crypts for this insolence. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarves. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Your greatness. You are the master of Sylvania, of all unliving, and soon the world.
Alright, that took a while. Despite what he says, I think we'll try not to mess with the doors. We can't occupy the settlement, so that's we can just raise them, kinda pointless. And there is a chance that we will be able to be at peace with them for a while at least, so we'll try to do that and establish ourselves in Sylvania. Alright, let's get it going. First, in our only province, we definitely want to start with a gold mine, since this specific province starts with a gold resource, and we will need a lot of gold, or not gold, it was a dark energy, dark magic, what was it? Dark magic, well, it's basically gold. We're not going to upgrade this, even because, well, we are going to dismantle that a bit later. For now, let's raise some dead. Sure, let's raise them all. We're going to research first. Research, we will really need growth and income, because growth equals income in, well, at some point equals income in the case of vampires. Because for vampires, most of the income is gated behind high levels. The low-level buildings generate barely any income, like this basic one here, except this one, but this is, we will have only one of those, so nothing else generates income here. Only those very expensive and level 5 buildings do. So what we need to do to survive, to be able to sustain our armies, is to level up our provinces, so to speak, very, very fast. Go over this. Alright, with that, let's, before we continue, let's take a look at Vlad. So he's a vampire, he has a hunger, which will allow him to replenish hit points when in combat, and standard, more or less standard combat line. He also has a necromancy line, command one, and you know, governing one, as well as quite a few decent abilities that we'll speak of later, and 2 quest items. Alright, let's start by lifting this army that we have quest for. Alright, this is the first battle, so let's just fight it manually. Though such trivial ones will simply auto-resolve next time around. Well, we want to actually save our zombies here. We don't want to suffer many losses. For that reason, we want to have a pretty tight front. Vanguard deploy. Yeah, pretty tight front, and mostly use our powerful units and Vlad himself. And tight front is because well, we can leave those in back here. But the reason behind it is that we don't want, we will want to be able to cast a single invocation of Nehek and reach all of our units. So 18 start is good. Let's march. Only possible problems are those direwolves, so let's rip them apart. You guys can also come here in case there will be any problems. Vlad should probably wait a bit further. Let's throw it at the zombies. Oops, misclick. Okay, Vlad, come here and kill this guy. Okay, we are ripping those pretty well. You get there, please do. Actually, might as well charge it. Oh, right, we forgot to. Okay, now they will auto attack other things. Good. This one unit is losing a little bit though. Okay, can we? Okay, as you can see, we can reach everyone with the invocation of Nehek, which is ideal. You guys can flank those powerful flanking actions with zombies. You guys go ahead and charge. Actually, now you charge those, and you charge those. You might as well charge those. Vlad is beating him. Very good. So this one unit is getting beaten up a little bit, and it will take a while for us to be able to help them, which is problematic. Alright, that should pretty much do it. I will leave those guys alone for now. Yeah, that's enough. Let's cast another invocation. Here we go. Okay, sadly they will crumble before it will have a chance to take effect. But I don't think we lost enough to be worried. Just the one unit of skeletons is a bit beaten up. Okay, Blood Knight's 100 kills, Blood 0 kills, but he was fighting like a monster. Alright, and we are going to dominate captives. Well, barely any unit replenishment out of it, but we need to do that 10 times to be able to hire Herman Ghost. So, Herman, not Herman. Okay. Oh, look at that. We are going to cause terror, which is not very useful against undead, but and I think he has an ability that will grant him that later on. Alright, what we are now going to do is fight another battle. This guy, if we select him, you can see this arrow here. That means that a unit stationed in the city will join this battle. They are quite powerful. There is full, well, army of 7, and there is a garrison with 4 skeleton spearmen and some fellbats and some zombies. But that will mean that we'll fight them in the open field, and hopefully that will be a bit dangerous. We may get our asses kicked, but if we well, do any mistakes, but I think that's an excellent opportunity to quickly conquer that province. We are going to go with hunger. I usually would go with restless death for a more campaign movement, but this is my second choice, and there is a heavy battle ahead of us, so we are going to take that first. Here we go. Alright, so okay, so it seems like we haven't finished them off well enough, which will be problematic. Especially those assholes. Oh well, we are already committed, so let's give it a go. All the other guys will come as reinforcements, only it's true if we should wipe those guys out outright using our Blood Knights, probably. Okay, so they will deploy somewhere here. Okay, so we need a strong front line, I'd say. Not a big one once again. We want them cramped up, really. There we go. Okay, that's... yeah, there you go. And some zombies. I guess 2 units like that. The zombies are mostly here to take the blows while the others are attacking, so we'll do it like this. We'll lock this. We'll put Vlad on the flank. Those two will first focus on those annoying bats. And they will try to wipe this nonsense out before they become problematic. Let's gamble for more. We got what, 1 more, really? Okay, start deployment, and not sure why it's like that, but right, that would be number 3, I guess, and it will be number 4. What I don't want is Vlad ending up fighting some shitty zombies. How are you guys doing? Pretty well, I guess. We're going to kill him. Okay, they should be crumbling in no time. We are suffering some casualties, mostly because of this asshole. Okay, he is actually regenerating. He has a hunger thing going on. Okay, how's this going? Okay, so that's actually pretty nice. They decided to do this. Oh, damn it! I misclicked there. All right, I need you guys back here. Yeah, that might have been okay. That's an idea. You finish them off, please. I need my lord here. Invocation of Nehek right there. Ah, not bad. Yeah, that was a terrible idea, I think. With okay, I need you to do some back charging right here. You guys managed to finish them off. Can attack there. That was with charge mostly, but should be okay. Where's the Necromancer? Right there. Okay, another charge, please. You guys. This bloody Dietrich guy. You. Come, 4. Yeah. Okay, charge here, please. That should do it. Kill the Necromancer first. Invocation of Nehek. Please, somewhere here. Perfect. Problem there, but series of back charges should do it. Disengage. Where's the Necromancer? Can we get to him? Probably not. Okay, change of plans. Go fight him. You guys, keep charging. You, disengage. You're getting your asses kicked here. There you go. Oh, it's looking terribly bad. Another charge here, please. You, go for him. You guys, have you disengaged? No, you had problems with that, but another charge, please. These bats are rambling, so are ours, though. And we are getting caught by some zombies. Okay, let's disengage once again. Another invocation of Nehek is needed. There you go. Okay, you guys actually really needed that invocation of Nehek. Okay, at least this guy is being murdered properly. Okay, you know what? You are probably capable of finishing them. This is problematic though, that all those zombies caught us here. And we need to get to that Necromancer. Come on. Here you go. Okay, try to pull out. This is what's got us Spearman. Please kill him. They are crumbling though. Don't want to lose the war guys, but I think it's kind of worth it. Let's get closer to the... that will be pretty poor charge, but okay. Now we know. Okay, we finally managed to kill them both. How about this? Yeah, that should do it. Disengage once again. Oh, okay, we lost the war guys. Okay, how about those guys? We should probably try to roll this. Only 7 and well, barely anything in reserve. Oh, that's a shitty charge, if I've ever seen one. There's bloody skeletal barriers running behind us. Not ideal. Okay, we'll wait for another 8 or so. Yeah, let's continue killing. Well, this is pretty bad though. Okay, let's continue just pummeling them. Okay, they are crumbling right here. Fuck. Our units are crumbling way too fast this time around. Okay, I think we need a standard one. Do we? No, let's power reserve 16. 1 power and do 25 seconds. Probably not enough. Okay, I forgot about this nonsense. 21, still fighting. How many kills? 271 and counting. Vlad, how many kills? 100 and with a change. Another 50 seconds or so. Not very well. Okay, so what we need here is to break morale of those guys here. The ones that actually still have morale. There you go. Oh, okay, they will crumble outright. Get back, get back, get back. Yeah, we need a proper charge now. Here you go, and perfect. And Vlad, go ahead and kill these guys. Okay, that went pretty poorly, but I haven't played this game in a while, so I kept forgetting like I haven't used Master of Beguilement, and that would be actually very handy. Okay, they are losing now. Good. I think we need to move Vlad down here if at all possible. Okay, now. Finally done. Okay, well, I wonder if those Vargeist will survive? Probably not. Which is a pretty bad start for the campaign, but should be able to get them soon enough. Let's see. The dead rise again. Let's see who will rise. Of course, dominate captives. Kills. Alright, so we barely got anything out of here. Let's get 3 of those. And we will take this one. They have barely anything left. So we will just auto-resolve this one. Oh, we wouldn't lose anything, maybe a handful of Felbats, but that's not a problem. Alright, so we are 1 Vargas short, but we got this on turn 1. We're going to occupy this. Yeah, I think we need to wait or something. Here we go. Okay, so we unlocked a new regiments of renown since I imagine they've reached level 3. So, renowned zombies and renowned skeletal warriors. Also got a talisman of endurance and gravedigger. Alright, so not as bad as it was. I was relearning how to play the game as we went. I probably shouldn't waste my Blood Knights early on to fight off those few units and try to break morale and make one of the flanks of the main force crumble. Anyway, now we are going for Restless Dead. And can we recruit anything? We cannot. We can, however, recruit those guys. But we are going to wait for the next turn, because, well, they recruit, they are like mercenaries, they recruit in a blink, so you can just use them next the very same turn you recruited them, and we don't want to pay that. We are not going to want to pay that upkeep here. We don't want the Forester's Shack because we can't really trade. I would be very surprised if we managed to get a trading deal. Mostly out of dwarves, I guess. Since there is a Dark Lair option right here, that lowers the recruitment and increases experience level of things from this branch, we should be able to get our Vargeist back soon enough. For now, I think we'll just go for the growth. Yeah, and next we will, and next episode, we will attack Eschen. Not sure if we are in range. I think we are. Let's finish turn then. Really? Raiding us here. Very interesting first turn option. Foreign trespasser, okay. Or the Clad. Ostmark, Templehof, Stirland, Templehof. Okay, so everyone wants a piece of the Templehof thing here. Huh. That probably means we need to capture this fort first before we continue to get Eschen. Yes. You know what, we'll discuss all those issues next time. Well, not next time, next episode. Hope you guys enjoy this and some bit of variety from all the Hearthstone 4 content. And there'll also be more coming, I think, Crusader Kings 2 and Europa Universalis 4 by the end of the week. I also, you might notice that done some tweaks to the audio. It should be a bit lower than it was, but less clear, more clear. Just tell me what you think of that. And if you enjoyed the series, please leave some likes, because this is our first episode in the series, and that will help the channel quite a bit. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.